Alright. Well, I guess I'll check and see, the usual business. Make sure the stream's up and running, of course. Race Spec, where are ya? There you are, and you're alive. Perfect. I'm just gonna make sure my audio's working just fine. I've got a stupid ad just... Go away into a TurboTax. I forget it's tax season. Yep, and my audio's working fine. Cool. Yep, just wait until we get going, which it said we were expecting about 15 for the night, but right now we've got about 12 at the moment. But yeah, hopefully get more shortly. I think we should get like some last minute people coming in. There's 13. There is Mr. Apollo Pepsi. Who are we waiting on? Well, Spicy's not in here. That's one of them at least. And Levi. Okay, so we're just missing those two. Come on, Seb, get in here. I know you were on the game earlier. I saw you. So yeah, I know I missed the last round. Sorry about that too. That was just because of some personal stuff I had to take care of last weekend. But according to the results, I do see here, Flowers again won another race. He's gone 4 for 4. With this one, will be 5 for 5, and we've got everybody in the lobby. I think that did check in, which is good. Yeah. Blake Stevenson got second, Roscoe got third. Lane going from 14th to 4th, gained 10 spots. Wow, it's downward. That's quite impressive. Sorry. And then Dada finishing in 5th. I love how that's still a thing. The voice chat suspended. That's been a thing since the start of this game. I don't even know what the reason even is for it. Alright, well, I think Captain Liddell should be giving us the cue. Oh, yeah, that's right, we're missing Plebs. Forgot about that. Oh, so we're supposed to have 16. I miscounted, my bad. Alright. Hopefully he can get in. Yeah, there's a good chance he can go 5 for 5. Knowing Plebs, though, he definitely is good at this kind of stuff. Endurance racing, that is. Or long distance racing, I should say. And F1 games. Only 2 minutes late. Why do we make... Come on. Come on, Plebs. Okay, so he was just having dinner? Well, that's what he said. There he is. Alright, I think we're all good then. Right, can we get going then, I guess? There we go, now Captain Liddell has given us the cue. Finally! Well, it's about 2 minutes late, but eh. I hope your stir fry was good, plebs. We'll obviously get the introductions underway once the whole thing goes to black. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the round 5 of the the Formula Endurance Pacific Tier 1 Championship here on Race Spec Esports. I'm K997. This time we are racing at the Algarve International Algarve Circuit for the the Algarve International Circuit, I should say, for the Portuguese Grand Prix for the final round of the championship. This track was introduced into Formula 1 in 2020 during the COVID pandemic, was first opened in 2008. Basically was a fill-in track to basically consolidate with the calendar that F1 had to deal with during the pandemic in 2020. Became a success actually. Of course, the noticeable action was when Lewis eclipsed over Michael Schumacher's most wins in Formula 1 history around that time. But yeah, it was introduced again in 2021, again just to fill in the gaps during the COVID pandemic. It's quite of a doozy of a track. It's basically pretty much a roller coaster, if you want to call it. It's a 4.6 kilometer racetrack featuring 15 turns and 2 DRS zones, one leading down the main straightaway that leads into the hard right-hander of turn 1, and then down the back stretch turn at the exit of turn 4, leading up to a hairpin of turn 5. But yeah, that would probably be the most ideal overtaking spots on the racetrack. Like I mentioned, this place can be a bit of a roller coaster. There's a lot of elevation changes, particularly in the middle sector, that drivers will have to be wary of, and also to be aware of too. There are some traction zones that the drivers will have to keep in mind as well. Yeah, you have to be very on your toes when it comes to a track like this. It's not the easiest track to tame, but it's not the hardest either, although we do have, as you can see, a little bit of rain as well. Some intermediate conditions for this quali session, and I think the rain has stopped. Actually, no, it hasn't. At that angle, it looked like it was. Sometimes it can be a bit hard to tell from an outboard standpoint. But yeah, that's something the drivers have to keep in mind of. The traction zones you mainly want to keep an eye on, really. Turn 4, of course, that has a bit of a acute negative cambered corner, and of course turn number 7, where it leads over a crest. That can be quite tricky as well. And then probably one of the trickiest of them all is turns 10 to 11, the right-hander. That can also not only be a traction zone, but it can also be a place where you can run a little bit wide as well. Now, before we go fully focusing into quali, I'll go over the championship standings real quickly. So Matt Plevy is leading the way on 122 points. He did claim the championship last week at Zandvoort. Yeah, with a very comfortable margin by 69 points. He's got over Levi with 53 points. Lane Everingham has got 49 in third. Blake Stevenson in fourth with 40, and Scotty rounds it off in the top 5 with 36. So, according to the standings, it looks like we got a really close fight for P2 and P3, I'd say. Constructors, it seems to be somewhat up for grabs. Red Bull is still leading the way on 122 points, followed by Ferrari in second on 92, so 30 points separate between the top 2 in the constructors standings. Alfa Romeo in third with 78, AlphaTauri in fourth with 74, and McLaren rounds it all off with 66 points. And that's all in terms of news. We can now get into the session. Actually, I don't think we'll need that. The tires, because of the intermediate. Oh, I need to do one more thing I just seen. Need to put it in kph instead of miles an hour. There we go. Just for the Australian audience. Yeah, got that all good. Alright, so Blake Stevenson looks like he'll be the first driver then to, from what it looks like, will be ending his flying lap. I think Alex is about to start one. We'll along with him, give you a proper tour of the racetrack then of the Algarve Circuit. Down towards the first corner, a bit of a slope downhill into turn 1, braking just before the 54, down to 5th through turn 2, and then into the tricky braking zone of turn 3. Bit of a hard corner as well, 3rd gear, and then over the crest towards turn 4. Got to be careful how you mind the throttle as well. Now down towards turn 5. Don't want to rub the grass like you saw Alex just do there. Now into the turn 5, a hard hairpin. Got to get the power down easy on the throttle as best you can. Over the crest. Now heads up towards turn 6 and turn 7. These double right-handers of turn 6 and 7. Or 7 and 8 actually, not 6 and 7. Now this is turn 9. Up and over the crest. And this is the little sequence of elevation changes. This is turns at 10 and 11. The double right-handers get the power down as best you can, and he does it just exactly that. Now into the uphill of turn 13. Bit of a slow, gradual modulation of throttling there. Now into turn 14. And then turn 15, the final corner. It's supposedly flat on the drive, but I think it's a bit more trickier in the wet conditions. Seems like Alex got through there just fine. Up to the line he comes. We'll set a 125.0. That is his first time on the board. Grid Jokes was the time that is set on provisional pole with a 24.008. Yeah, Blake with a 24.5, Alex with a 25.0. I think I meant to say. Bernardo with a 24.669. And then Lane with a 25.1. Bags now jumps up to second with a 124.387 in the Merc. Jack with a 26 flat and his brother with a 29.3. Although he is improving through the middle sector as he heads around turn 13. Now into turn 14 he comes. The final couple of corners. They're quite slow and tedious, though. You got to be very patient when you go around these sort of corners. Now it heads around the final corner now. A little bit of modulation. He did clip the curve there, I did notice there. It will be an improvement, but how much of it? Let me improve it by about just over 4 seconds with a 25.1. Orphan drop has invalidated his lap time. That's just a Mercedes gain out of the way. I believe that would be a Paul Pepsi that was going through there, but he is on an out lap. Davis and the other Aston Martin, he's just starting a flying lap. Spicer and the other Mercedes is on a flying lap as well. Heads up towards turn 13. As I think that was Alex improving again, this time to a 24.424. Meanwhile, Spicer heads around the penultimate corner, now towards the final corner of the racetrack. Foot flat to the floor as best he can, carrying as much downforce as he can through the corner. I think that should be pole for now, and it is, with a 123.1 by just nearly a second to Grid Jokes. About 9/10 if you want to be exact. Stevenson back out on another outlap. A lot of drivers still in the pit lane so far. Still have yet to do lap times. Davis is on a flying lap, as I mentioned before. He is purple according to the minimap, but Paula Pepsi is on... Oh, that's something I didn't notice. He was on the wet tires. Well, I don't know exactly why. It's definitely not that sort of way. And actually, the rain has stopped. So I guess there is a reason why the drivers have not come out yet. Or at least the last bit of the drivers haven't come out yet. Yeah. And DRS is enabled. Okay, well now DRS is apparently enabled. So the drivers now can use DRS even though it's still a little bit wet. No, that's game's purpose, but whatever. Yeah, Paul Pepsi ain't gonna do much then on this lap. Pato's just on an out lap at the moment. Is anyone like on a proper lap? I think Bonata is. Well, let's see if he can improve. Round to final corner now. I I don't think this will be an improvement. No, it won't be an improvement. Yeah, he was down by nearly a second in that sector. Bags Liddell, though, is up by 7.5 tenths to the middle sector. There are yellow flags for 2 Williams there at turn 3. Hopefully it doesn't impede that Alfa Romeo that's coming towards them now, which I believe that would be Banana, as I have mentioned before. Bags Liddell around the final corner now, up towards the start-finish line. We'll set, what will it be? A 23.2. Paul Pesci does a 28.3 on the wet tires. Yeah, like I said, it's not going to be much. Grid Jokes is the first driver to be on the slicks, so actually we'll put the tire graphic up. So we have 2 drivers on the soft tires, make that 3, as it's Grid Jokes, Orphan Drop, and Dada, who has yet to set a lap time. Let's see. I don't think it's really. It's getting drier. I do see it being a bit shiny, but I think it's gonna need a little bit, maybe like another minute, I'd say, at least for the water to clear up. Well, let's see. Banana is up by 4.5 tenths. That's around the final corner now. Let's see what the time will be for him. As up now, he just decides to bail. That's honestly fair enough, since the track is getting drier. I think Blake Stevenson will probably do the same, I imagine. No, he won't. I spoke too soon. But it is enough for pole, at least for now, a 122.7. I think ideally, though, for dry conditions, I think the best times you want to be in is in like the 16s. If I remember doing around here in Portugal. At least with these things too, yeah. In this game, the cars are a bit quicker than what it was in 22 around this place. Pato improves on his time, and Grid Jokes will definitely not, as he spins around at turn 4. Pato does a 22 flat as Grid Jokes goes for a spin at turn 4. Let's see here, Orphan Drop. Looks like he'll start another flying lap here. See what he can do. Especially Loyal Lawn, I guess. Now we can have a more drier conditions. We can give a proper lap guide. Now into turn 1 we go. 54 missing at turn 1. Down to 5th gear. Hugs the outside curve a little bit. Up towards turn 3. Down to 3rd gear. Hugs the inside apex. Gets it through there very nice. Heads around turn 4. Modulates the throttle. Opens DRS. Heads up towards turn 5. 1.1 seconds up in the first sector, as you can see. Down to 2nd. Keeps it at 2nd at the exit of the corner. Heads up over the crest of turn 6. Up towards 7 and 8 as Data improves to a 19.7. The tires will start to tumble down once the track gets a little bit more rubber in, I'd say. It's through now turn 9, up and over the hill, into turns 10 and 11. I want to hug the inside apex. Jack unfortunately does not do that, but he is still up on his time by about 3.3 seconds. Now it's a turn 13. Bit of a wiggle there at the exit of turn 13. That's around the penultimate corner. Might have missed the apex just a little bit there, Jack. Just a little bit of a missed apex. And now to the final corner now, and carries a lot of apex. Up and over the crest. We'll cross the line to set a 120.734. It's P2 for the moment, but about a second behind Data at the moment. Spicer is up by 1.3 seconds. Bags Liddell is on a lap at the moment. Grid Jokes is on a flyer as well. Same with Lane. Let's see, to the first sector for Lane, he's up by 1.6. Yeah, we'll see the times that, of course, start to tumble more and more. Grid Jokes up by 3.3. Spicer was he to the middle sector. He is up by 3.5 seconds. I think that would be close to being enough to get ahead of Data at the moment. Also good to see that Data has actually got his proper name onto the timing screens. As Grid Jokes, his teammate goes in front with a 118.8 in front of Data. Spicer will cross the line next. 3.5 seconds up. And puts himself up to provisional pole with a 118.111. Jack again, he is up by 1.5 seconds, I believe that said, to the middle sector. It's around the final corner now as Lane Everingham jumps to second with a 1:18.4. Jack will cross the line, does a 1:18.5. He's just under a tenth behind Lane Everingham at the moment. Banana is invalidated, unfortunately, so he will not have that lap count. As Alex will head around turn 8. That's also another corner that you can invalidate as well at the exit of turn 7 if you're not careful judging on the outside curb. Right now we got, what, about 4 minutes to go here in qualifying. So yeah, still got plenty of time for drivers to get their lap times properly on the board. Matt Plevy on a flying lap at the moment, as Levi is too on a flying lap as well. Alex will head around the penultimate corner, 4.7 seconds up. As Apollo Pepsi has retired, he is he at turn 7? He is at turn 7. Okay, I don't understand that. Alex goes to top of the timing sheets with a 17.7. No, okay, that was an Alpine, I'm sorry. I was looking at turn 7. Matt Plevy goes to the top of the 16.9. As Roscoe jumps to second with a 17.3. Let me see what happened to Paul Pepsi. Did he retire on... Oh, he did retire on track, I guess. Yeah, because it doesn't say he had terminal damage. Alright, Levi, top of the timing sheets now. 16.636. Bags Liddell, 16.7. So the times are starting to, tumble down a bit more. Looks like Lane's on a cooldown lap. Prezzo, I think, is starting another lap, I believe. Yeah, looks like he is. Heading up towards turn 1, clipping the inside apex there through turn 2. As a Ferrari, I think, just came across the line. That was Blake Stevenson with a 16.8. As Davis behind him goes to 5th with a 17 flat. Prezzo is up by 7/10 of a second to the first sector split. Pato, he is up by 3.7 seconds. According to the mini-map, he is purple. Let's see if he can't put that McLaren on pole position. He's got his teammate at the top of the timing sheets. See if we can get another papaya machine around there. Around the far corner he comes. Up towards the start-finish line comes G-Force Pato. I think it's going to be enough, and it is. A 1:16.488 to put himself at the top. Very good time indeed there from Pato. Prezzo, I didn't quite catch there what was the middle sector. I think he was still lap. As Roscoe has decided to retire. That was in the pits. Maybe that was what Apollo did as well. Bags Liddell is elected to do the same as well. I guess that makes sense with the amount of time they got left on the clock. As Prezzo goes to P8 with a 6:17.4. So that is his quality done, considering the time left on the clock. Orphan Drop does the same thing. He is retiring. Blake Stevenson coming in. He is also retiring. Damn, a lot of people are going to be retiring just because of how much time's left on the clock. Grit Jokes will have another go. As Pato has also decided to do the same thing. I think Levi will do the same as well. Dada goes to the top of the timing sheets, 1:16.258. He clears Pato by just 0.2 of a second. See if anyone can maybe challenge that. Can maybe Spice do it. I know what he's capable of. I think Lane is going to be starting another lap. Yeah, he will, considering how much fuel and battery life he's got on the car. So yeah, I think he'll go for another run. Grid Jokes, it said he was up by 7/10. I think that's set to the first. Alright, what about through the middle here? Bit wide, but he keeps the car within the white lines. That's the main thing. So it is clean. He's up by 1.6 seconds, and he's also purple as well. His teammate's Curly at the top as Prezzo retires in the pits. Like I said, with the time left on the clock, that makes a lot of sense. Here comes Grid Jokes to the final corner now, onto the main straight. Can this be enough? The answer will be an emphatic no. A 1:16.7 is the time he can do. Banana does a 17.3. And Spicer crosses the line and jumps up to pole with a 1:16.242. beats out Dada by just 16 thousandths of a second. I think, yeah, that is it for qualifying. Lane Everingham, though, is on another lap, but I hate to be that kind of guy, but I don't think he'll be challenging for pole here. But I think he could challenge maybe a top 10 spot. Let's wait and see. One more car to go for Lane. Down the main straightaway, up towards the line comes the Alfa Romeo. Nope, it's only 14th. Sorry, Lane, I was trying to make it optimistic. But no, 17.744 is good enough for him. Ahead of Jack, at least. But that's it. Qualifying done. Spicer on pole with a 1:16.242 ahead of Dada, who did a 16.258. 16 thousandths of a second separating the top two. About just over 2 tenths separating the top three. Oh, and then it started raining again. As soon as we ended qualifying, it starts raining again. Oh well, it doesn't matter anyway. And there we are. Spicer on pole. 1:16.242 was the time he did. 60,000 separated between himself and Dada. Pato in third, followed by Levi. Bags Liddell, Grit Jokes. Sorry, Grit Jokes. Blake Stevenson, Matt Plevy will be starting in 8th. Davis in 9th. Roscoe 10th. Banana 11th. Prezzo 12th. Alex 13th. Lane Everingham in 14th. Orphan Drop in 15th. And Apollo Pepsi will start from last. Okie dokie. Yeah, and of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. This is obviously an Formula Endurance race. Well, what that would mean if you don't know, it's a full-length Formula 1 race. So, for anyone that would not know how many laps we're doing for a full-length race here at Portugal, it's 66 laps around here. So it's about the equivalent of basically going around Catalonia in terms of distance. Alright, partly cloudy skies here at Portugal. Would have to keep the weather in mind though, considering we just had rain for qualifying. Could be a chance we see that in the race as well. Shame we never got to see like a full wet race around Portugal in real life. I mean, we kind of did in 2020 at the start of it, but it wasn't really like enough for them to go to intermediates or wets. It was just like drops of rain at certain parts of the racetrack, I remember. Yeah, it is a track though I would like to see come back. It definitely was one of the best tracks I thought, at least during the time F1 went there. But anyway, we'll see how we go on the virtual side of things. We got 5 red lights here, and we are underway for the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's a good start there by Dada, who gets alongside Sebastian Spicer. He'll take the lead to the first corner. The McLarens are side by side into turns 1 and 2. Pato trying to get by Levi as his yellow flies at the back. That's Grid Jokes coming to spin at turn 1. He's got involved in a little bit of an incident, I think. Bags Liddell getting ahead of Blake Stevenson as they make their way up towards turn 5. Matt Plevy has gained a spot as well. He's up to 7th position. Down the inside goes Blake Stevenson. The two McLarens are also side by side. That's Levi in the other papaya machine. He gets in front of Pato. He moves up to 3rd position. Davis gets in front of Banana at turn 5 as well as we head up towards 7 and 8. The leaders make their way up and over the crest. Dada leads. Sebastian Spicer in 2nd. Yellows are out. That's Davis who has spun at turn 8. I did say before that was an area you had to be very mindful of, and well, unfortunately, Davis didn't check that off the list. Alex getting in front of, no, Jack, I believe that was getting in front, or I believe that was either Jack or Alex making a position. There's a position change coming here. Matt Plevy and Bags Liddell are side by side up towards turn 14. He's on the outside into the final corner. More yellow flies are out. At the back as well, Paul, Pepsi, and Alex, I believe, had a tangle there at the penultimate corner. Pato getting in front of his teammates. Meanwhile, though, up towards turn 1, the two McLarens are still side by side. Up towards turn 1. Blake Stevenson getting involved in this fight. Up towards turn 3. The McLaren now side by side with the Ferrari. I think he'll get in front. Matt Plevy also trying to get involved in this fight. Can't do anything there. It's also helping the top two pull away. Dada and Spicer have pulled away from this little scrap that's going on the midfield. It's down the inside. That's Roscoe Arm, I believe, in the Alpine. Trying to make some moves there. Nothing doing forward, but Baxley has lost 2 spots. He's down now to 8th position. I believe that's... no, 3 spots. I stand corrected. I forgot he started in 5th place. Up and over the crest towards turn 9. Banana now getting involved in this fight as well. He's caught up to this queue. Jack is also caught up to the queue as well. Preza, though, has lost out to them, and the same with Lane and Gridjokes, who did, like I said, get caught in the incident, as Matt Plevy and Blake Stevenson side by side. Plevy got him, I think, at turn 13. He gets in front. He's up to 5th position already. Good start there from Matt Plevy. He's up 3 spots on the opening couple of laps. But it's an even better start, though, for the top 2 in front. Dada still leading, but he's still got Spicer all over the back of him, as the DRS is now enabled. Here's the tires as well. Pato and Levi again, side by side. Pato stays in front. Once again, the two McLarens still wheel to wheel at each other. Now he's going to go wheel to wheel with Matt Plevy up and over the crest of turn 4, heading up towards turn 5. Plevy, though, has a better run. He has the inside line. Levi, I don't think he's going to give this up easily. Oh, that's a squeeze, but I think I'll have to now, as he was off the track a little bit. Plevs is up to 4th position. Yeah, there are the tires. Everyone on the mediums, apart from one, and that is Roscoe, who is on the softs. As Paul Pepsi already has a 3-second time penalty. He was down at 14th. Well, he's done that at turn 7, I believe. This is where he copped that penalty. Ooh, dearie me. That was Bags and Roscoe getting a little bit interested there. Bags running a little bit wide. Banana, oh, he had the door open briefly, but couldn't really squeeze that Alfa Romeo through. Alright, well, now Plebs has got another papaya machine to deal with, as Dada sets the fastest lap of the race with a 20.8. Top leaders, nothing changing there, but this is going to be a change for 3rd, as Plebs now goes in front of Pato, or yeah, Levi, sorry. He's now up into 3rd place. But I don't think this train will be separated just quite yet. Yeah, because it's going to be very difficult for Plebs to catch up, I'd say, to the top 2, considering that they're in a DRS of each other. It's going to be very difficult for Plebs to catch up unless one of those guys makes a mistake and somehow Plebs can catch back up. And he's also got a whole lot of convoy as well. Roscoe gets in front of Blake Stevenson at the exit of turn 8. Through turn 9, there he goes. Roscoe gets in front, he's up to 6th place. Oh, and Stevenson has a bit of a wiggle there at the exit of turn 11. Accidental cannot find a way through. Yeah, it's a 3rd to 10th convoy train, pretty much. Yeah, Prezzo has got Gridjokes on the back of him, along with Lane as well. So yeah, we got separate groups, really, so far, unless something does happen. Still got a long race to go. And here we go. We might see a change for the 3rd position here. Oh, that's close. Plebs shuts the door. Doesn't let the McLaren through. It was hard defending, but it was clean defending nonetheless. Oh, I think Pato was getting a little bit interested again. His teammate can't find a way through, but runs deep, blocking up as well in that process. Up towards now the crest of turn 8 into turn 9. Still got the clouds hovering there, I can't see in the background. Not threatening yet for any sort of weather conditions, wet weather conditions. As Orphan Drop now picks up a 3-second penalty. Something you don't want to do on a track like this, considering that how close it can be in the race. Top 2 battle. Meanwhile, Dowda and Spicer are still close to one another. Less than a second separate each other. That'll close back up thanks to the power of DRS from Spicer's rear wing. Obviously, he won't be close enough to attack, but he'll be close enough to at least close up. Same thing with Levi. Nothing for him to do. I think the smart thing to do for Levi, if he can, is just stay behind Plebs and just gain a bit of battery, of course. Something that is noticeable around this place. Battery life can be a bit of a mare if you're not careful, and also fuel consumption is another thing too. And that was a small lockup, I think, there from Plebs. They're going out of turn 5. Through the right-handers of 7 and 8, and up and over the crest of turn 8. Heading up towards turn 9. Still, it's about a 9-car train now. Jack has definitely lost a bit of ground to Banana. He doesn't want to lose out to DRS. He doesn't want to get under that 1-second range. How about the leaders here? What are they going to do here? Will there be a change for position here? Or oh, I think Spicer... Oh, I thought he was a bit closer than I thought. No, he's not. Not close enough to do anything. He'll stay behind. Levi not close enough to do anything here. Plebs definitely got a warning for that. Running wide there at turn 2. That's definitely a warning. So, yeah, so far we only got 2 penalties in this race. I wouldn't be shocked if we got more. Alex does overtake his teammate there. That's for 15th. Yeah, those two had a bit of a tangle, I think, there with Apollo Pepsi, if I remember, on the opening couple of laps. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I do remember there were yellow flags indicated around where they were at. As Blake now gets a 3-second time penalty. Already, we're up to 3 drivers with penalties, and we only done 7 laps of this race. Yeah, top 2 right now, compared to Matt Plevy, is about 5 seconds. Yeah, like I said, it's very difficult for Matt to try to catch up. If he, like I said, the only way he can is, well, either A, a safety car, or B. Actually, I didn't mention the safety car. Oh, well, he made a mistake there. I was going to say if the top 2 made a mistake, but he did a mistake of his own. And now he's going to be left vulnerable to Levi, who's going to now draw alongside and have DRS as well. Definitely nothing Matt can do about that. He might fall vulnerable as well to Pato. He's not close enough to do anything there. Yeah, can't find a way through into turn 3. Up and over the crest there. I think Banana 2 has lost touch to this train, so now it's just become a 5-car train from 3rd to 8th. Oh, Grid Jokes now overtakes Orphan Drop. That's for 10th place. They're going wheel to wheel here. It's in turn 7. Jack gets in front. Just about. Oh, I'm sorry. 6-car train. My maths are a bit wrong for this little train. It's actually 6 cars, not 5 cars. Yep, you got Levi leading this train, Matt Plevy in second of this train, about a 3rd of this train. That's Roscoe and then Bags Liddell. Then there was another chase for position there. That was Grid Jokes overtaking Orphan Drop. I think Orphan Drop will counter that with DRS. Matt Plevy has overtaken Levi. That's for 3rd. Will Jack do the same here? I think he should be able to here. He's alongside the Williams. Oh, that's just a shove. Elbows out from Orphan Drop. Definitely something he's known to do. parks the car there, not an intention, of course. But, yeah, the Williams ran into the back of the Red Bull. Top two right now. Dada, Spicer is still the same at the moment. 6/10 the margin, haven't really separated from each other. They've really just separated from everybody else, though. Yeah, they're kind of checked out. Yellow flags. That's Prezzo. He has spun at turn 8. Got the car pointing in the right direction, at least. That's good news for him, but not good news is that he's down to 16th place. Yeah, made a mistake on his own. I at least think that's what happened. I think Levi will line up another move on Plevs. Oh yeah, he's way closer now. Nothing Plevs can do about that. Really, it's just an exchange between Levi and Plevs. All there is. Yeah, these two cannot separate from each other. Yeah, can't even separate this train either. Davis now overtakes Alex again. Two Astons are having themselves their own little scrap there down at the back. Blake Stevenson and Roscoe armed side by side. Roscoe gets in front. He is on the soft tire, but yeah, in his sit position, he isn't really in the greatest position either. He'll have to pit sooner than the rest of the others. I don't know exactly, though, what the strategy is for a track like this in these cars. I know, like, in 50% races, I remember previous times, it's a one-stop. I remember in 2021, it was like soft to medium or medium soft. Remember the hards in that game were completely useless. Yeah, you had no pace in them. Last season, what I remember was like hard, medium, and medium hard. Well, at least for 50%, but for 100% races, like I said, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Matt Levy, well, pretty much like the same thing before. Overtakes Levi. Again, this time for third. And a lockup as well there. Roscoe losing the car a bit. Maybe the tires are starting to go off just a little bit for Roscoe Arm's car. Well, lockups there at the front. All that tire smoke that everyone's putting out there. Meanwhile, a little further back, but not right now. It's holding on to 9th. Grid Jokes in 10th. And 11th is Jack, who right now is still trying to keep up at least with Grid Jokes. Lane Abraham might get closer with these guys as well, as he's got also a Polo Pepsi on the back of him as well. And Bags now gets in front of Blake Stevenson at turn 13. That was for 7th position. Fortunate thing for them is they're still within the train. DRS enabled for the McLaren. All using slipstream though, and closes the DRS before the braking zone. So Levi is just trying to save a bit of battery as best he can. Jack got a penalty, and same with Blake. They get penalties as well for their troubles. That's now 6 seconds to them, as Pato has a bit of a moment there, and someone else behind as well. That was Stevenson in the Ferrari. Yellow flags in sector 2. Sector 1. That is Davis spinning out at turns 1 and 2. Oh, have the Astons come together, I wonder. They were really close. Shakes the car a little bit. Oh, Alex has done the same thing. Or is he... What is he doing? I don't know if he had a spin or not. If there were yellow flags where he was at. I thought he just was slowing down or something. He just let Prezzo through. Weirdly, I mean, I know they didn't do anything against each other. Prezzo was way too far back. Right. Seb, of course, isn't close enough to do anything. What shock. Let's look at the Barry situation, I guess. Plebs has got 17%. What about the top two? 33 for Spicer. And Dada's got 84%. Wow. This Banana gets over. Oh, that's not quite yet. Banana actually just re-overtook him there at turn 3. Got him there at least. And I think Lane's got Jack as well. Got by him. He's up to 11th position. Is now under threat from Apollo Pepsi. Down the inside goes Grid Jokes up Banana. Bit of contact. Who gets the better run though at the exit of turn 5 up towards turn 6. Banana has the inside line. Banana keeps the position there as well. Bit close. But yeah, Dada's doing a very good job considering he's leading Spicer at the moment. And not to mention as well, with those two breaking away from the rest of the pack behind. Oh, Levi's in a bit of trouble. Yellow flags. That's a Bags Liddell that spun. Oh no. Turn 14 is spun at. And here comes Banana and here comes Grid Jokes to greet him. So yeah, turn 14 unfortunately there. And Grid Jokes is go. Oh, that's very hard defending there. Very hard defending from Banana. Oh my goodness. Banana nearly led him into the pit wall. What it looked like in that angle. Oh, there's contact! Oh no. I have to say that definitely looked like Banana's fault. Bit of an ambitious move there. If that was intended. Or he just didn't break at the right time. Speaking of which, Jack and that was Lane, I believe, there, side by side through turn 5. There's Apollo Pepsi as well, trying to get involved as well. Grid Jokes now, because of that little contact from Banana, has dropped down to 13th position. Yeah, Banana being a little bit of a naughty boy in that occasion. Levi is struggling out there to keep up with Matt Plevy. And he'll have DRS Wilpato because he just lets him through. So now he'll try to catch up to Plebs as best he can, using whatever ounce of battery he's got. As Roscron will do the same thing. He'll overtake Levi into turn 1, or will he? He will this time. And Pato, I think... oh no, he will not get DRS. He just ticked over a second, and then he made a mistake as well. So that unfortunately cost him dearly. Bags still keeping Lane at bay at the moment. Banana trying to keep Orphan Drop at bay. And Apollo Pepsi and Grid Jokes at bay for the moment. Oh, Jack, what have you done? Oh no, it's Apollo Pepsi, sorry. Sorry, wrong Red Bull car. No, it was Apollo Pepsi that spun at turn 7. I thought that was Jack for a brief second. But now the AlphaTauri of Apollo Pepsi did a spin there. I think if Jack watches his back, he probably will be raising his eyebrows at me. And into the pits goes Blake Stevenson, and to add more salt to the roads, he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. So he's going to another set. He's going to another 7 meters. Okay. So he's opting for a 2-stop strategy. So I'm gonna guess the 2-stop is the way to go then. Apollo will do the same, just get off the mediums then. His tires are probably just boiling hot after that spin, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, Pato hasn't really managed to catch up. Oh, as Roscoe nearly loses the back end. Yellow flag, sector 1. Prezzo's in trouble, and he spun. That's why he's in trouble. He's had another spin, this time at turn 4. Has he got damage from that? No. Well, front wing's intact. He's alright. Not having the greatest race. Speaking of which, Bags Liddell, same story. Has not had the greatest of races either for his start. He's got a penalty now to his name. The 4th driver to do so. Spicer not quite close enough. On turn 4, up towards turn 5. Paul Pepsi, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And we'll get rid of the telemetry for now. Still got a bit of ways to go in this race. Blake Stevenson overtakes Alex there for 12th. Well, the Alex could do, of course, since he is on older tires compared to Blake. Oh, I think Pato was running a little wide there at the entry to turn 11, from what it looked like. He might have copped the warning, I think, from judging how he was there. He's alright. Now. Maybe not except for that little slide at the exit of that corner. Yeah, he's not catching Matt Plevy either. He's losing time to him, as a matter of fact. And Roscoe's closing in on him. But doesn't close in enough to attack him into turn 1. Banana and Orphan drop. Oh, hello. What is going on here? Oh, what on earth was this? What's going on? Oh my goodness. Jack and Gridjoke's having a bit of an elbows out moment there. Turns 1 and 2. Jack gets in front. Banana will now attack him. There was 3 wide action there almost, I think. Banana goes shoving his way down the inside into turn 5. I kind of said that a bit wrong. Contact as well. Oh, jeez. Nearly clipping his front wing. Yeah, what was going on between you 3? Oh, Prezzo again. Another spin at turn 4. Way off the track there. Off to the gravel trap. Yeah, he really is not having fun here at Portugal. Into the pits goes Matt Plevy. He'll now blink. Roscoe will now take 4th away from him. Or 3rd away from him, sorry. Soft tires at the go then from Matt Plevy, so compared to some others that have pitted, he's opted to go to the soft tires now. So he might be thinking about a medium soft strategy or medium soft medium. Blake Stevenson, a 5-second penalty for speeding the pits and retires that early. Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know why, but I guess that's his choice. Rich Oaks now comes out of the pit box. He's onto a fresh set of medium compound tires. Lane still keeping up with Bags at the moment. The yellow flags are just because of Stevens' car at turn 2, as you can see on the mini map. Yeah, the Ferrari's just parked there. Round turn 12 towards turn 13. This has been an orphan drop, battling away. Spicer comes in, he's going to go onto a set of mediums. So, he'll go what everyone else is doing. Where will he come out, though, is the question. I think he might come out right a bit of this battle here between Lane and Bags. Yep, that's the result. He's actually now behind them. Yeah, he needs to get through them ASAP, really, if he wants to make this undercut work. Davis now overtakes Banana. Actually, that's because Banana has just pitted. He's opted to go to the soft side. Where is Grid Jokes now? He was with them. Well, he is now in front of Banana. Same with the Ball of Pepsi. He's now gone in front. Perez also has gone to soft tires as well, down in last, unfortunately. Still there in that position as Matt Plevy overtakes his teammate there. Jet just lets him through because he is on the softer tires. And his gap right now between himself and Sebastian Spicer is 4.6 seconds. And they're on different compounds, mind you, too. 4.4. Spicer on mediums, Plevs on the softs. As Spicer will try to go around the outside of Lane Everingham into turn 14. With a better grip, he'll get in front around the outside. That's 3 more cars now darting into the pits. Make that 4 cars darting into the pits as Bags Liddell goes into the pit lane. Lane not quite close enough, but don't think he really wants to fight him here. Not really in a position to fight Sebastian Spicer. And there's Dada as well. He has come out of the pits ahead of him still. The gap's still marginally the same as it was before. May have grown just about a couple of tenths, but that's about it. Just a couple of tenths. Now the one thing they do need to do though is do DRS each other so that way Plevs can't really catch him up that much with DRS. Yeah, because he is on those soft tires and he's going to be quite quick on those things. I mean, matter of fact, he's already closing in on Lane Everingham by a rapid rate of knots. The gap right now is 1.6 seconds. Yeah, and really, I think this is that's the closest battle we've got at the moment, along with Spicer and Dada. And then you got Grid Jokes and Bags battling away at 10th. Plev sets the fast slap with a 1:19.6. Here he is coming up towards Lane Everingham. To the inside he goes, and Lane really doesn't put up a fight. Matt Plevy now moves up into 4th place ahead of Lane Everingham. As Davis comes into pit lane, he'll get off of those 20 lap, or make that 21 lap old mediums. We'll see what tires he'll go on to shortly. Grid Jokes right now is trying to keep up with Bags, who is got a penalty right now, obviously to his name. Grid Jokes does not. Paul Pepsi not far away either. He was in the midst of the midfield train, but thanks to his little spin at the penultimate corner, right now is in 9th. Kind of said that so many times. But anyway, Alex, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He is down in 13th. Bags should be able to pull away, really, because, yeah, Grid Jokes is on the mediums, and probably, if I'm totally honest, got better pace. Yeah, he's already about a second ahead. As Roscoe Arm is also closing in on Orphan Drop. He's also gone to another set of soft tires, so yeah, he's opting to a 2-stop as well. So yeah, it's a 2-stop race, essentially, is what we're looking at here. Spicer has also lost the gap as well, I've just noticed too. He's now over a second behind Dada. 1.5 seconds separating those two. So Roscoe Arm does overtake Orphan Drop there before turn 1. Bags Liddell 2 sets the fast lap of the race. Yeah, it's starting to spread out a little bit here. It seems like, I think... Hang on, maybe Dada might have used a bit of battery. Remember, he had like 80-something% battery life. Yep, that explains it all. Yeah, he's used up about half of his resources. He's up to about 30, or down to 35% now. Spicer doesn't have that much. He only has he's only got 16%. as David's got a 3-second time penalty. I'm honestly amazed too that we haven't had a DNF yet. Well, apart from Stevenson, I know that was in the pits. I'm talking about an on-track DNF, like as in a crash. Because yeah, Stevenson's DNF was in the pit lane after whatever happened to him. There's Plebs. I did see him there hopping there in the background. 3.5 seconds separating him and Spicer. They are definitely on different strategies. Yeah, Plebs will definitely be pitting again a little bit sooner than Spicer will. Yellow flags. There's the first retirement, and it comes from Orphan Drop. Crashing out of turn 2, and we not only that, we've got a safety car been deployed. How on earth has he done it there, though? Right inside of turn 2. I don't think I see DNFs there too often. Well, we finally got one, and it's brought out the safety car. Jack only lasted about 24 laps. I think that's a bit longer than what he did at China. Well, in fairness, I think he lasted longer in Mexico, if I'm totally correct. Oh no, I haven't really kept too much track on that. I just know he just retires a lot. Right, so Pato will come in to the pits. Tata comes in, same with Spicer. And same with Plebs. So, I'm gonna guess this really benefits Pato, who hasn't stopped yet, but he can do it now, and not only that, goes onto a set of soft tires. Spicer does the same thing. And a drive-through penalty for Davis for speed under the safety car. Lane does come in. That's helped him as well, considering he had yet to stop, and he was on 24 lap old mediums. He's now up to 6th place. The irony of them all. Bags Liddell going on to another set of softs. Paul Fessy and Gridjust will come in for what? Maybe softs, I'm assuming? Yeah. Soft tires at the ready. Alex still decides to stay out. So he'll move up to 8th, but he's on older tires. What's happened here between... Okay. Well, there was something that happened between Levi and Plebs, apparently. Yeah, Levi overtook him and then got an illegal overtake. You can't overtake anybody under the safety car conditions unless the car goes off the track. Then that's when you can do so. Well, Pato has really benefited this safety car then. And same with Lane. Well, actually, Levi hasn't... Actually, Levi stayed out, didn't he? Yeah, because he's on full lap old softs. I just realized. Yeah, you didn't make another stop, did he? Nope. Okay. I was just trying to make sure of myself on that. Let's look at the penalty situation. Alright, 3 seconds for Alex, Bags, 6 seconds for Pepsi, and of course, as I mentioned, a drive-through penalty for Davis. So yeah, well, at least a good thing too, actually, for Prezzo. This does bring him back in this for a sake as well, because yeah, he had a shocker for a while. But yeah, the safety car is now pretty much brought him back into this race. You'll get onto another set of soft tires. Right thing to do. What's going on here? Oh, that explains what's going on. Levi is lagging like crazy. He teleported behind lane, then in front of lane, and yeah. Very weird. Yeah, probably be a while though, considering how far Prezzo is behind the rest of the pack. Yeah, he should be able to catch up just fine. So yeah, we'll guess refresh what the order is. Pato's leading the way now. Dada is in second, Spicer in third, Plebs in fourth, Levi in fifth, Lane in sixth, Roscoe Arm in seventh, Alex in eighth, Bags Liddell in ninth, Grit Jokes in 10th, Pepsi in 11th, Banana in 12th, Davis in 13th, and then, yeah, President in 14th. Two retirements that come in this race, and that was because of Morphin dropping Blake Stevenson. And also, the clouds have started to come more into the play here. So, I mean, remember what I said earlier, that we could see some wet weather coming here. That probably explains a lot why everyone's on the soft tire and not on the mediums, obviously, to go a longer distance. They know the rain's coming. So, question is, when will it come? It's not if, when does it come? Alright, Prezzo has caught up to the back of the queue. And I think we will get the indication soon of the safety car coming in this lap. Get rid of that as well. Should tell us by the end of this corner. No, not yet. There we go. Probably because we were waiting for that Aston Martin of Davis to catch up. Oh, I wonder why he's now at 14th. I thought it was Prezzo that was in last. Okay, whatever. Well, there goes the safety car. And it'll be Pato that'll lead the field here for the green flag to get for the next batch of green flag racing to get going. Just weaving about getting temperature into those tires. He's going. He's going. We're back under green flag racing here at Portimão. Dada right behind Pato, who's now become our new race leader. Davison's got a penalty as well for speeding the pits. Spicer third, followed by Matt Plevy, then Levi, then Lane, then Oscar, Alex, then Bags Liddell and Grid Jokes. Making the way through turns 3 and 4. Up and over the crest. Everyone's going through relatively okay, it seems. Side-by-side action here. Dada shoves the McLaren off the racetrack. They're at turn 5. Pato goes wide and gets a penalty for good measure as well. Well, I think he might want to get that removed. I don't think that was fair on Pato. It looked like he might have been barged out of the way. Hey, up towards turn 9 we go. Yeah, Dada's now back into the race lead. 6/10 the margin between those two. Pato trying everything he can to keep up. No sign of raindrops just quite yet. Grid Jokes overtakes Alex there at turn 13. Pepsi tries to do the same. There at turn 14. They're still wheel to wheel heading up towards the final corner. Oh, that's tight. Pepsi gets in front. And he does. There you go. Oh, hard defending here. Really hard defending here. Alex and Pepsi down the main straight. As Pepsi gets himself a penalty for going off the track there at turn 1. That looked quite aggressive there. Anyway, to the front we go. It's Dada that still leads. Pato in second. Spicer in third. No DRS yet. That'll be enabled, of course, on the next lap. Pato just needs to keep up with Dada so he can get DRS. And not get caught out by Sebastian Spicer. Oh, I think that could be a warning there. He did look like he had four wheels over the white line. I think they're at turn 11. Up towards the penultimate corner, now the final quarter. Dada putting down the hammer. Pato trying to keep up as best he can. As Dada sets the new fast lap with a 1:18.9. He has looked quite quick in this race. Bagsadell now overtakes Roscoe. That is for 7th place. As Present now overtakes Banana Cake Pie. That was at turn 1. And Pato has DRS on Dada. Spicer trying to defend hard against Plebs. Plebs goes to the outside of turn 5. I don't think this will be enough for him to overtake. No, it won't. Spicer keeps the position for now. Up and over the hill towards turn 8, through turn 8, and now towards turn 9. Pato, though, he needs to get back in under a second. He will be left vulnerable to the two cars behind him. And no sign of the rain. That has not come yet. They see clouds. It is looking a little bit quite like the conditions to be in, well, it's looking like to be rainy conditions. That's what I meant to say. Alright. Well, here comes Spicer. Yeah, nothing that he could do. Plebs, oh my goodness! Look at the speed he had there. The overspeed is real on that Red Bull. Well, that he would have had enough, but he didn't. There's a little bit of scrap here. Paula Pepsi, Grid Jokes, Bags Littell. Bags getting swamped here now by Grid Jokes. Into turn 4, sorry. Pushes him off the track a little bit there. As Prezzo gets ahead of Alex there. That's at turn 4, leading up to turn 5. And Davis has cuffed himself another penalty for multiple warnings. Yellows. Oh, that's Davis that spun. Yep. Ouch. Not so good news for him. Spicer is low on resources. It's like what it was before the safety car. Dada had more battery than Spicer did. And Dada, yeah, he's got about 22%. Spicer has got literally nothing left. Spicer's has got 23%. He's got about roughly the same as Dada. As Pepsi now overtakes Roscoe on, that's for 7th place. We even about, whoa, that is so close. Bag's not close. Oh no, sorry, that was Grid Jokes looking for a move, not close enough. Up and over the hill, up towards turn 9. Spicer could be in quite a bit of trouble here. Yeah, judging by this, I think he could be in a bit of trouble to Plebs. 1.3 seconds between the top two. 7/10 the margin as Spicer missed the apex badly there at turn 14. He's lost 2/10. Well, this has really opened the door now for Plebs to overtake him here. And I think the rain's falling down as well. Here we go. He's now overtaking him. Yep, the rain has fallen. Alright, so the rain has come. Now how soon will it be to get the drivers in for intermediate tires? Is the big question. Spicer not close enough to do anything. Pato still sticking behind as best he can. Lane leading a bit of a trade here with Levi and a pull-up FC, who's now caught up to this train. Roscoe as well, along with Grid Jokes and Bags. Down the hill up towards turn 12, 13. Spicer could be in a position here, maybe to overtake Plebs. Maybe not. I think he would want to overtake him now before the rain gets worse, really, in this situation. He's got DRS still. The rain is starting to get a little bit heavier. Not close enough to do anything there into turn 1. Lock up there. I think that might have been from, well, someone in that midfield scrap. Probably my guess would have been either Roscoe or Levi. Side by side action here. That's Bags Liddell overtaking. Oh, sorry, Grid Joke. Sorry, overtaking Roscoe. I'm sorry about that. It was all dark colored to me. I thought Grid Jokes was back. Was back for a second. Yeah, the rain is starting to get a little bit worse. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit slick out there here in Portugal. Alright, I think this will be Spicer's go then to overtake Plebs. He gotta do it now. He doesn't! Why? He should have done that now. I would have done it immediately. As Levi gets overtaken by Apollo Pepsi. Grid Jokes overtakes Roscoe Arm at turn 1. Yeah, he should have overtaken right there. Prezzo gets a penalty there for multiple warnings. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because of the, like, you know, he would be in a better position and whatnot. Prezzo losing a couple of spots there. He's down to 13th. So something must have happened there. And, oh, well, what do you know? Look who's also in this little scrap here. The two best friends of Banana and Alex. They've had a few coming together quite a bit here in this season. Wouldn't be surprised if we see another one. Yeah, Spicer, his situation, he's got to overtake Plebs. But he should have done that last lap. Because look, the rain is getting worse. Nope, he's going to go into the pits. Pull the car up, Seb! Nicely done. Alright, so he's the first one to crack into the pit lane. He'll go onto the intermediate tire. And so will his teammate. They're both boxing in for intermediates. Oh, that's hard defending there from Banana. Yeah, he does not want to let Alex through. Not one bit. There's Prezzo on the back of his tail. Not close enough for Prezzo to go for a run. Will he send it? He was close. He wanted to go to the outside. But no to avail. Or no avail. Right, now it's a scrap between Lane and Apollo Pepsi for this battle for fourth. How will this go here then, I guess? Between... Whoa! What mistake there for Pepsi. Yeah, he had a real lockup, I think. He had to correct it. Oh dear, and as a result, he is going to lose out to DRS. Or will he go into the pits? Lane stays out, Pepsi comes in. Pull it up, pull it up! Woo! It is an 80 kph pit lane. And Roscoe also comes into the pits. Actually, I'll have this up. Alex, 5-second penalty for speed in the pits. Prezzo comes in as well. So Spicer does a 44.8, I think that was. Spicer also has now overtaken Apollo Pepsi in the pits. Well, that's obviously understandable. Alright, so Spicer now in 8th, Apollo Pepsi 9th. Roscoe, who's in 10th, has got a penalty as well. Alex, Prezzo, and Davis, they have pitted for intermediate tires. What will the leaders do though? Will they pit, or will they stay out for a little while longer? Well, I reckon they need to come in now. Yeah, Spicer right now is coming up towards turn 9. Dada is coming up towards the main straight, and he's going to box. And Plev stays out for another lap. Pato too stays out for another lap. Lane Abraham stays out as well for another lap. Levi as well too. There's Dada, he's in the pits. Intermediate's on the go and away he leaves. Where is the Mercedes? He looks like he's a bit further behind. I don't think Spicy timed this correctly. Look at the gap now. It's 2.4 seconds. Yeah, the undercut didn't work for Spicer. Not one bit. But the rain has increased a bit more. It's starting to get a little bit sleek out there on the track. Maybe we'll get rid of this. Alright. Well, I probably would assume the leaders will come in now and box for the inters. They've got to do it now. Yeah, Dalla right now is coming out at turn 12. Oh, you're joking. They're staying out for another lap. Really? Okay. Well, actually, I'll keep the lap data still intact. Levi comes in. Lane Everingham comes in. Now, Dada's lap here will be a 44.8. He's at 2.2 seconds behind as the other flights have come out for Prezzo. That's at turn 11. Now, he is not having really the best of races here. Lane comes out. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Right in front of Gridchokes. Gridchokes loses his front wing in the process. Well, a little bit of his front wing. Oh my goodness me! Lane! I don't know what are you doing, my guy? I don't think that was that was just wrong place, wrong timing, I'd probably say. Gridchokes just runs straight into the back of him. Yeah, I probably would have checked what I said. I don't think that was entirely Lane's fault. Although he was just coming out of the pits, but Gridchokes should have judged, as Prezzo spotting it, he should have judged how slow he was going to be once he came out of the pits. He was ahead coming out of the pits. As Plevy gets a set of inches on, as Pato stays out for another lap. That is definitely the wrong decision there for Pato. Because now look at that, he's struggling on the soft tire in these sort of conditions. Dada now overtakes Matt Plevy, and same with Spicer, so the undercut has worked for Spicer to get ahead of Matt Plevy, and more than that too. Matt Plevy is now 4.7 seconds behind Spicer. As Gridjokes comes into the pits to repair the front wing that he got damage from when he tagged the back of lane at turn 1 in the apex. Yeah, I probably would say that's just, it was wrong place, wrong time, but yeah, like, Lane took the corner like he was supposed to come out of the pits, and then Gridjokes just kind of misread it, I'd say. So, yeah. But it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. He should have been a bit more careful. Because, yeah, he knows that there was a car coming out of the pits. This DRS is now disabled. Power's in the pits. He finally pits. Yeah, that's something he should have done, though. Last lap. He's going to lose a little bit of spots here. I probably would say he'll come out behind Apollo Pepsi. Yep, and does so. And here, this is the closest battle we got on track. Pato is now in the midst of this train with Roscoe on, Lane Everingham, and Bags Liddell. If anyone wants to know the penalty situation, this is what it looks like. Apollo Pepsi to 9 seconds, Pato 3 seconds, Roscoe 3 seconds, Bags 3 seconds, Barada 3 seconds, Alex 8 seconds. He had a 5-second penalty for speeding, I believe, if I remember correctly. Prezzo 3 seconds, Davis at 6 seconds with the penalties. And we don't need the tire graphic, honestly, because everyone is on the intermediate tire. Literally, it's going to be intermediate conditions, I feel, for the rest of the time, for what it looks like. Okay, so bit of a real lockup, I'd say, there from Roscoe. Not only that, too, he kind of missed a bit of the apex. Oh, his lane runs a little bit wide. Round the final corner now, onto the main straight. Yeah, this is quite literally the closest battle we've got on track. Everyone else is sort of spread out. The top two right now are separated by 3.8 seconds. Honestly, though, Dada seems like he's got the better pace compared to everybody, in my honest opinion. Considering the fact, too, that he was keeping Spicer at bay with the amount of battery he had. As Prezzo gets himself a 3-second time penalty, that's for multiple warnings. Lost the position to Davis as well. That's at turn 1, he's lost the position. Running a bit deep there. Oh, keep the car on the track, Prezzo. Still got a bit of way to go, my guy. 3.2 seconds is the margin. 2.4 seconds separating Spicer and Plebs. Lane now overtakes Roscoe. That is for 6th place. He must have lost a significant amount of time to Pato. Pato's now up ahead of him by 2 seconds. Oh, that's a bit too hard, and that's a mistake for Roscoe. Through goes Bags Liddell. He's now up into 7th position. Well, if Lane could keep up, though, with Pato, he could actually score a top 5 here. After starting in 14th place, right now he's up to 6th. Actually, I can take a look at that. Actually, the most positions gained by somebody was Apollo Pepsi. He's gained 12 after starting in 16th. Yeah, dead last. Slane nearly had a moment there. I saw coming out of turn 11. Yeah, no, him and Lane had done a very good job, at least. Unfortunately, it's gone from bad to worse to possibly appalling for Prezzo. Another spin at turn 4. Again at the gravel trap. Yeah, he is not having fun here in Portugal at all. Well, there are your 2nd and 3rd place people of Matt Plevy and Sebastian Spicer. Banana cops a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And same with Apollo. As we have seen in previous times, Matt Plevy tends to be very quick in the wet. We did see that at China, how quick he was in the wet weather conditions. Another spin for Prezzo. Gee whiz, he is really having a shock. He's on the verge of being lapped. Because Dada's not that far away from him. Bisadel gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Whoa. And now he's in a scrap between him and Roscoe, and now Levi's in the mix as well. Yeah, Plez is caught up to Spicer as well, judging by the gaps. As Pato and Paul Pepsi have exchanged places apparently. Roscoe makes a mistake. That opens the door for Levi. He goes through. Now is up to, well, he was up to 8th. Probably won't be for long. Well, now he takes it back. Levi's now up to 8th place. Roscoe sends it down the inside at turn 5. Can he get in front? Loses the back end of the car. Again loses the back end of the car. Levi gets in front. Alex, he bumps Banana, and Prezzo goes off the road again. Well, that's unfortunate. He's now been lapped. Yeah, this really has not been fun for Prezzo at all. Alright, well, what's going to go around here with these guys? Levi has now lost Roscoe, and now could be on the verge of gaining bags. He's got Slipstream. They're roughly even in the battery usage, I believe. And now bags, actually no, bags have more battery, but doesn't use it. Now Levi's in front. He's up to 7th place. Yellow flies again. Is that Prezzo again? I think that was. Yeah, he's now been lapped by Pato and Apollo Pepsi. And I also failed to notice as well, but Matt Plevy, whilst I was looking at the midfield scrap, has overtaken Spicer, and now he's on the verge of catching up to Dada, actually. Dada feeling a little bit of pressure here. Yellow flags. That's an Aston Martin that spun. I think that's Alex that may have spun. Yeah, it was. Being out at turn 8. Yeah, Plebs and Dada now are close to one another. Plebs though has got the wet weather skills to try and see if he can overtake the Williams. We'll go for an over-under. Oh, they made contact! Oh, dearie me! That could have been bad for both of them. They locked wheels there at turn 4, the exit of turn 4. Wow, that could have been a extremely bad accident from them, but thankfully they managed to stop what they were doing and just regroup. Alex is retired in the pits. He has called it a night. I think it's a matter of time of when does Matt go for a move here on Dada. His pace is just extraordinary in the wet. Dada using all the battery he can, but Plebs has got the slipstream and more battery. He'll move to the inside. And yeah, nothing Dada can do, I don't think. Plebs now retakes the lead. Or takes the lead, I should say, of the Portuguese Grand Prix. I think Plebs might be able to pull away here as Banana gets a penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah, but everything was all good for Dada until the wet weather came, and well, just simply doesn't have the pace to keep up with Plebs, unfortunately. Prezzo, another penalty for multiple warnings. That's now another 3 seconds added to his name. Yeah, Plebs already pulled to the distance, 1.8 seconds. Yeah, unless we get another safety car and the rain dries out, the Spicer comes in. What's his little game plan? Is he going to a set of wets or another set of inserts? Another set of intermediate tires he goes on to. Right, okay. He was one of the first people to pit for the intermediate tires. He'll come out behind Roscoe. It's a gap of about 2.8, maybe make that 3 seconds. Right, so I'm gonna guess it won't be long then. We'll see another pit cycle for another set of intermediates then, if this rain does continue to fall. Yeah, Plebs stays out, same with Dada, I believe. So yeah. Now the field's somewhat spread out. Oh no, Pato's coming in too. Alright, so he's gonna do what Spicer's doing as well. He'll pit onto a new set of intermediate tires. Spicer's closed in on Roscoe, and I don't think Roscoe... Yeah. Wow. Look at that difference between old and new winters. How much speed he carried in that final corner, that is ridiculous. Dude got by him like if he was just sitting like a statue. Let me look at the gap between the leader and Spicer. The gap is 27.5 seconds. So if Plez were to pit now, he's still come out ahead of Spicer. I think if I remember correctly, the pit lane I want to say is about what? Maybe 20, 25 seconds that you lose? Pleb stays out for another lap. Same with Dada, he stays out for another lap. I'll give Plebs credit, he does have pace in those conditions. He's got tons of pace. And yeah, Dada just doesn't have an answer for it. Well, here comes Spicer now on the back of his teammate. That's a penalty. Bags runs wide, but I think that was on purpose to let Spicer through. As Lane overtakes the Polar Pepsi there at turn 4. Wonder what remarks happened there. Alright, so Spicer's next target then will be Levi in the McLaren. Yeah, he's got a lot more grip compared to Levi. Sends it in on the inside at turn 11 and gets it done. That just shows the grip difference is beyond impeccable. It's 24.4 seconds between Spicer and the leaders. He's closing that gap. And Plebs, the situation, he's got 12-lap-old intermediate tires as Apollo comes into the pits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Spicer can carry those things to the end. Well, what about Plebs? What is he going to do? What's Dada going to do? And counteract to Spicer's pace. Couple more cars in as well. Bags of Dell's in and same with Roscoe. And another penalty for Prezzo. Yeah, he's been lapped by literally the entire field. Jeez, I feel sorry for him. Yeah, it's not fun when you're getting lapped. Yeah, he's just been having a nightmare race here in Portugal. Yeah, it's not the easiest track to tame, and I can definitely understand that. Keep her on the leader gap. It's 22.9 between Spicer and Plebs. Plebs stays out for another lap. Same with Dada. Yeah, the way it's going, Spicer can overtake Plebs. And he's got a lot of battery to play with. He's going to catch up to Lane very shortly. 22.4 seconds. Into turn 3 we go. It's 2 seconds right now separating between Lane and Spicer. Yeah, he's just got a lot of pace on those inserts. Got Davis Banana battling away. One of the other closest battles we've got on track. At least for now. Davis goes into the pits. Pulls the car up just in time before he would have copped a 5-second penalty. There's Spicer as well, right on the back of lane. He's going to gun it down the inside of turn 13, and there you go. He is now up into third. Yellow flags again for Prezzo. Jeez, yeah, it's just a nightmare for him. An absolute nightmare. I think if I'm correct, I think also Davis and Banana are the other drivers. Have they been lapped? No, they haven't been lapped yet. Alright, gap is 20.2 seconds. Actually, some drivers have pitted onto wets. Oh, I didn't notice that. Pato's pitted in for wets, same with Bags and Roscoe and Banana. Okay, so that makes a little bit of sense in terms of the difference of pace, I guess. I should have kept the tires up then, I guess, when they pitted. But yeah, no, Banana's on the wet, same with Roscoe, Bags, and Pato. But yeah, everyone else is still on the intermediate tires. Prezzo is retired from the pit lane. Retired in the pit lane. He's, yeah, called it a night, unfortunately. I don't think, though, it's getting marginal. The rain has, it looks like it's gone a little bit heavier, I'd say. So maybe it is time to go onto the wet weather tires. Let's see, I'll look at Levi's lap. 29.5, that's on the intermediate, it's old intermediate tires. Pato's lap here. He's going to go into pits, so he thinks he made the wrong call. Paulo's gone through ahead of grid jokes. So I guess the wets weren't working for him. Pepsi's got a 3-second time penalty as well for going off the track. Roscoe gets a penalty as well. Yeah, I don't think the wet weather tires are going to be working out for them. Bags Liddell's come in, he's going back onto the inters, so yeah, they've made the wrong call. I didn't think it was like that right away. Like, yeah, it's rained a little bit harder, but it's not like, it's not enough to go onto the inters. I mean, like, Spicer's still carrying some good pace on those tires. That's Davis. Who's that hitting lapping? I believe that's Davis. Yeah, that is Davis that he's lapping. So Davis has now been lapped. Yeah, but I still carried on the wets. Same with Roscoe. Well, I probably would say you're making the wrong choice there. Yeah, right now as well, Matt Plevy has done 16 laps on the inters. Dowda's done 18 laps. Lane's done 17. Levi's done 17. I don't think it'll be too long until we see Spicer could possibly catch up. Roscoe goes into the pits. Yeah, so he's had enough on those wets. Yeah, just can't do it. He'll go back to the inters. Does Banana go in? No. He'll stay out. .2 seconds. Dada's lap there at 29.3. What's Spicer's lap? 28.8. No, 28.1, sorry. So he's gained about a second a lap. At least over a second a lap between himself and Dada. Actually, Les has lost a bit of time to Dada. He was up by 6 seconds. The gap now has shrunk to 4.7. Well, how long will these drivers keep carrying on these intermediates before they somehow get a puncture? I mean, could they do another 10 laps on those tires? Like, honestly, it'd be a bit marginal. Yeah, Spicer just needs to keep closing that gap by a second. Really, between the top two. Or between him and Plebs. Plebs' last lap at 30.6. He's also being distracted there by a lapped car. Let's see what Spicer's last lap will be. It's a 28.5. He's gained a little bit more now. It's about a second and a half, and it's actually now under 10 seconds. That lap car of Davis has not gone out of the way. And I don't think Matt Plevy will be too pleased about that. Considering the time he is losing to the car in front of him with him not getting out of the way. Okay, you're on fresher tires, but you want to make leeway though to the leaders. They at least that's like fighting for the race lead, you know. Paul Pepsi right now has got about an 8/10 margin between him and Levi. Only unfortunate thing for Paul Pepsi is he's got 18 seconds. How in God's name have you racked up 18 seconds worth of penalties? How in God's name have you... I get Portugal has areas you can do it, but like, you know, at turn 1, turn 4, and turn 11, but still. Jeez. He's got to go around the outside. Levi's not making it easy for him. Goes around the outside. Well, there you go, it works. He's now up to 5th. But he's got to gain about 18 seconds. Oh my god. 18 seconds! Yeah, Panar's now losing out to Davis. He's still carrying on the wets. Again, I don't understand why. Now, Matt Plevy has caught up to now 2 lapped cars. Yeah, he's just, look at that. He's losing traction really. Well, yes, apart from his tires being, you know, old. I think he's also just getting distracted by the lapped cars in front of him. But like I said, you want to make leeway to the lead cars. You know, there's blue flags out for a reason. Yeah, in Formula 1 or any form of motorsport, when you see a blue flag, you got to get out of the way. That's always been the rule. Yellow flags at sector 3. That explains why. That's Davis. Spinning out at the penultimate corner, and through goes Dada. Alright. Gap right now between Spicer and Plevs, 11.9 seconds. It's right now 7.5 seconds between Spicer and Dada. Who again has got lap traffic distracted him. Yeah, there's gonna be some words I feel between some of these drivers and Davis. And he loses the car in process. Yeah, Plez has been on those tires for 20 laps. Dada's been on those tires for 22 laps. Can these tires make it? Honestly, I don't know. It'll be a matter of time before we answer the $1 million question. Alright, well, let's see what Plez's next lap will be compared to Spicer's, who's on fresher tires. Plevy's lap, fastest lap here is a 1:29.9. Dada's last lap, a 30.1. Spicer's is a 28.7. He's gained another second on this lap. Honestly, if he needs to win this, if he wants to win this race, he would need to close up by at least more than a second a lap. I probably would say by 2 seconds a lap. And not do mistakes like that. As Apollo Pepsi overtakes Lane Everingham, nothing that Lane could do, but Pepsi, though, needs to build that gap of 18 seconds. Honestly, if I'm Plebs and Dada, I honestly would be really worried at the moment. Especially at the rate that Spicer could catch up to them. Yep, younger tires. I honestly would imagine those things are in puncture territory. Could be close to puncture territory. Or just very badly worn. As Pato goes for a spin at turn 4. More loud traffic for Spicer to negotiate, that's Banana. As Dada's now got himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't know why he kept the car in 5th gear there. Plebs. They're doing everything he can. Yeah, Spicer though, he needs to clear Banana. Now he finally gets through. He might have cost himself time thanks to being stuck behind the Alfa Romeo. So far the tires are looking good for the top 2. Apart from that little wiggle, but other than that, nothing too serious. And Spicer hasn't really gained much on this lap compared to what he was doing earlier. Matt Plevy will cross the line very shortly. Let's see what lap he'll do. 29.9 for his lap. A 30.0 for Dada. Has Spicer gained anything here? He's gained about 4/10 on this lap compared to Plebs. Or half a second, I should say. So, oh, I don't know. What's the right call? What's the wrong call? For the top 2, and especially for others that's still out there on old Inters. And honestly, at the rate it's going, Apollo Pepsi isn't just going to lose out to Lane, but I think he's going to lose out to Levi and Grid Jokes based off of the penalty he's got of 18 seconds. Yeah, how on earth are they still going? And he's got another lap car behind. Again, that's Davis. who is once again being a complete nuisance to the lead cars. The rain does seem like it's getting worse. Yellow flags, that's for Williams of grid jokes. Yeah, the rain has gotten worse. It looks like it's now fully wet conditions. Well, they can't bet now. Well, yeah, if you can't bet now if you're the drivers on the old inserts, you gotta keep going. Yeah, look at the modulation that Plebs has to do in order to keep him at least at steady around these corners. Yeah, he needs to be very careful. Same with Dada, of course. I don't know how it would be with old inserts on wet conditions. I bet it would be very sketchy. Yeah, at the moment, though, it might be looking like it could be another race win for Matt Plevy. He would literally just sweep the series. Alright, we're on to the penultimate lap. .30.1 for Spicer. Yeah, he has not gained anything on this lap. How are the tires, though? For Plebs and for Dada. Yellow flags, yellow flags. Oh, is that Plebs? He's gone off! He's got a 5-second penalty! Oh my goodness, he made a catastrophic mistake! They're at turn 5! Oh my goodness, that could actually bring... This is going to bring Spicer to the mix. Look at this, the gap now is 3... Well, actually no, let me put the leader up. Gap right now is 6.6. Spicer just needs to close up another, like, second and a half. Oh dear. Plev's making a critical error there at turn 5. Dada needs to get up there by another second if he wants to win this race. But he can't have Spicer get in that get in the 3-second range, sorry. Onto the main straight. One more time. Final lap, here we go. What's gonna happen here? Spicer has no penalties, but the top two do have penalties. Alright, up to turn 3. How are these tires still going? They're still somewhat working, at least for the top two. Dada's gone wide. Plebs at least gets to the corner, at least a little bit better, but locks up a little bit in the process. Spicer needs to push. He really does need to push. It's 6 seconds, 5.9, 5.8, 5.7 seconds. He needs another 7/10 on this lap if he wants to beat Plebs. Up towards turns 10 and 11. It's 6.5 tenths. It's closing a little bit. Not by much, though. Spicer, though, has got to send it here on this final sector. Plevy just needs to keep the car on the road and not make a mistake. Around the penultimate corner now. And up towards the final corner of the racetrack. 5.6 seconds. There's yellow flags out. I think that's for Roscoe. And I think Plebs has done enough. He's got the first place. Is it enough? It is going to be enough. Dada will get second. Spicer will claim second, actually. Dada moves down to third. Matt Plevy, though, will win the Portuguese Grand Prix. by 1.1 seconds. Paul Pepsi will get 4th, but I don't think that will be for long. Because remember, he had 18 seconds worth of penalties. So it will be Lane that will take that spot. Davis retires. Levi will also take that spot away. I don't think Grid Jokes will. We'll see. No, he won't. So Apollo moves down 2 spots. Matt Plevy has swept quite literally the entire championship. Pato will claim 8th place. Bags Liddell in 9th. Roscoe in 10th. 11th will belong to Davis, and 12th will belong to Banana. Paul Fest again with driver of the day after starting from 16th, finishing in 6th. It's just pretty much been the Matt Plevy show here in this championship. 5 out of 5 races he has won here in Race Spec F1 Endurance Championship, the Formula Endurance Championship. Yep, quite literally swept the entire series. Well done. Spicer did everything he could to stop that, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to be at Matt Plevy. Evil will take the victory here, spiking in a 5-second penalty. He will win here at Portugal. Spicer 2nd, Dada will get 3rd and the fastest lap. Lane in 4th after starting from 14th, finishing in 4th again. A back-to-back P4 performance. Levi in 5th, followed by Apollo Pepsi, Grid Jokes, Pato, Bags Liddell, Roscoe, Davis, Banana, Prezzo, Alex, Orphan Drop, and Blake Stevenson. Well, that now concludes it all here in Race Spec Formula Endurance. We're not going to the... There we go. Thought the game wasn't going to do that. All right. Yeah, thanks for the race net shit. All right. Well, Matt Plevy won the championship. Pretty much swept the entire series. Big congratulations to him on that. But I think with that, folks, it's time to wrap it up for this championship series. We will be coming back for season 10. That will be the official start in about over 2 weeks' time. We will be racing for the first round of the championship at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. There is a bit of news as well, unfortunate news as well, for anyone that wants to get involved in the Elite Series. It looks like that's not going to happen due to a lack of numbers. So if you want to race on Sundays for Pacific Wise, yeah, you got to race in the open side. But of course, we will have the regional championship for Tuesdays for Pacific and for the America side, for obviously for America side for Sunday and Tuesday. I think, well, for whatever reason, Sunday's going to be a realistic championship, which honestly, anyway, I won't get into more of that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna blabber about that stuff for about 5 minutes, because yeah, there's some things in that I am not agreeing about at the moment. I don't know what I'll be doing, but yeah, as far as racing or commentary, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll take care. And we'll see you in 2 weeks for the first rounds of the championships for regional and the Sundays championships. Take care and goodbye.